Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to AZ Ice here in Peoria. Fine Tuesday night for hockey, and we have the Mission 16U team against the Arizona Bobcats 16U combo. Bobcats coming in with a 6-win, 8-loss, 3-tie record, and the Mission White coming in with a 2 wins, 14-loss, and 1-tie record. Teams have played each other head-to-head twice so far, and they actually finish out the season with a couple of games against each other. Bobcats taking both earlier games in this series, so hopefully they can keep that going tonight. We'll see. Just the last few seconds here remaining in the pregame warm-up. And we'll soon, referees are coming to center ice area, so players will soon be gathering in the puck and ready to start the game. Jim Stewart, the manager for the Bobcats, making her way over to the penalty box area. Got Leo Guevara off. He's still got the boot on his ankle, and upper ankle, I guess I would say. Still recovering from injury at the Dallas tournament a couple of weekends ago.
So I asked him about that, and torn ligament is the verdict. So he is
any ETA on that, or
he's hoping 3 weeks, but with a torn ligament, it
makes it difficult. Yeah,
complicates things. So,
how's Brody's wrist feeling?
Doing great. It was actually fractured, so that was. I didn't think it was until we went in and they took the cast off. But out of the cast, he's back on the ice.
Cool.
So he'll play with a brace today. I believe he's playing. I know he's dressed.
Gonna give it a try. Yep.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So he should be on the ice. So I think Leo is our only scratch for this game.
I believe you are correct, sir. Bobcats ready to start. Actually, yeah, Brody's out on the ice.
Oh, hey.
There you go. Got Bannon, Gardner, and so yeah, now who they got? And they got Stipe over on the right side. That's usually where Guevara is. And we're ready for the opening face-off. And then Mission tries to get over the blue line. Play a bit scrambly there. It does go in, but offside. Shout out to Jason Lindsay, not able to be with us tonight. Welcome to the broadcast. We'll get you a headset one of these days.
Yeah.
And here comes Smith now. Takes his man down, dumps it out over the blue line. Now here comes Bannon. He's got Gardner with him. He got checked from behind. Dumps it into the zone. Mission now going. Gardner speeds in, gets a hold of it. He loses it along the backboard. Stipe comes in to help out. Stipe out of Gardner's reach, and Mission dumps it back in behind their goal. Stipe on the forecheck there. Mission sends it around. Good keep there by Smith. Bannon dumps it into the corner for Stipe. He moves to the middle. Stipe has it on his backhand. Out to Gardner, top of the circle, fires it in. That hits Smitty, and he gets checked into the side there, and Lindsay fires it across to Smith. Smith just outside his own blue line. Mission trying to come up through the middle. Bobcats changing. Stewart's on the ice now, and he comes up with it down the right side, up over the blue line. Lost it. Checked there. Puck comes across. Gardner's still there. And takes a hit in the boards. Stewart picks it up, fires it. Pad save. Stewart gets bounced into the boards. Olsen moves in now. Right in front. And the goaltender's got it. Just
he didn't realize he had it
there. No, he had it Didn't know it, but luckily he didn't move backwards, and that'll be a face-off coming up to his left. Now you get the Mission stick tapping. That usually happens before the puck drops.
I forgot about that.
They're a little out of sync here. Here comes Mission now. Kicked it into the zone. Bernard in after it. He's got it in behind his own goal. He sends it back. And Jessen gets there. Sends it up to Olsen on the right side. Now up over his own blue line. He loses an edge. And Mission comes back over the line now. Cutting in through the middle. Back to the point. Fired in. Goes wide. We've got Hubler in goal for the Bobcats. Oberle up in the middle to Olsen. Mission intercepts, fires it off the boards and into the zone. Jessen has it there. He clears it out to center ice area, and Mission's just going to fire that right back in. But they did not wait to clear the offside, and we'll have a face-off. Let's see, is it going to be at center?
Yeah, looks like they're going to pull center ice trap.
So because it was a little on the intentional side, they are bringing it back out to center ice. Long wins it back. Letty fires it across. Hits Wahlberg up over the blue line. Comes in, top of the circle, fires it in. Puck comes loose. Goes around the other side. Lumas get there along the boards. Mission picks it up, though. Gets it out. Letty has it. Dodges a player. Back just outside his own blue line. Across ice to Dawson. Dawson back over to Letty. He lost it back off his stick, and then he sends it off the backboards and around to Wahlberg. Tried to hit Wong with it, and that didn't work. And so now Dawson sends it around to Letty. Letty up the left side to Luma now. Luma hits Wahlberg on the right side. Good pass. Tried to step around a player, and here comes Mission now back the other way. A couple of players. They dump it in and go off for a change. Lindsay back with it for the Bobcats. Over to Wahlberg. He lost it to Smitty from Mission. Lindsay in behind. Smitty goes into the corner with it. Tries to dodge a player, and that's intercepted by Dawson. Dawson up to Wahlberg, up over center. Fires it into the blue line. Misses the goal. Here comes Mission now. Number 9 coming up the right side. Gardner stick checks him. Tried to get around a man that couldn't do it. And Mission can't clear it. Gardner finds the puck. Gets in over the blind. Mission tried to clear it out. Gardner still has it. Back right in front. Puck goes into the corner. Mission sends it around the glass and just out. Lindsay corrals it at center. Back over to Smith. Smith up to Watts. Watts gets it in over the line. Cuts right to the middle. And Mission picks it up there. Mission now coming down the left side. Now cutting through the middle. Up over the red line. Fires it in to the left of Hubler. Puck goes in behind. Lindsay fires it there up to Gardner. Gardner now streaking down the left side, up over center. Over the blue line. Bannon fires it, tried to hit Watts. That was intercepted. And Mission now coming down the left side. Smith takes his man into the boards, and I believe we're getting a call there. I believe it's roughing. Yep, roughing call to Smith. He'll be off for 2. And Mission will be on the power play with just over 10 minutes remaining here. First period, no score.
Already making his presence known.
Oberle fires it into the Mission zone on the forecheck. He's out there with Bannon up front on the PK. Bannon picks it up, dodges a man, loses it along the boards. It's Oberle right in the slot. Fires it, that hits a leg. And here comes Mission, 55 up through the middle. Rivera is usually out on this first PK unit, but he's, of course, off with the leg injury. Mission now coming up over the Bobcat line. Forced wide by Bernard. Bernard picks it up behind the goal. And he's got a little room now. Sends it up the middle. Bannon tipped it out. Lost it in his skates. This Mission now regroups back into their own zone. Bannon on the forecheck, almost intercepted. Mission overskates it. Jessen back over to Bernard. Bernard on the left D. Tried to clear the zone. Sends it back to the point. Kept in by Mission. Puck goes in behind the goal. Jessen's going to pick it up. Actually, Oberle beats him to it. Fires it into the Bobcat bench, and we will have a face-off with just under a minute remaining in the penalty to Smith.
Just ran the replay of Brody's penalty.
Yeah, they called it roughing. Well, he's missed a few games. He's trying to get back into the groove here.
But he missed a few games sitting in the box because, he was a warm body on the bench.
Bobcats iced the puck and a little face-off. That took 10 seconds off the clock, off the penalty. A little face-off coming up to the left of Hubler this time.
Jason Lindsay chimed in and said that the rink looks good. Doesn't look half as dark and foggy on the broadcast.
It looks much better on camera than it does in live person.
We were talking about that before the game. Some of the glass here is pink, some is blue, some is clear.
A lot of it's scuffed up with rubber from the pucks.
Yep.
They've got a little sort of like Christmas lighting up in the rafters. I think it helps a little bit, but
I didn't notice that, and it's on.
yes, well, they need all the lighting they can get. 11 seconds remaining in the penalty. Face-off in the Mission zone. Bobcats killing. Stewart wins it back to Letty. He just dumps it into the corner. Stipe picks it up there behind the goal. Stewart has it. Trying to get it back to the point. Bobcats were changing their D. Olsen gets checked at the blue line, and here comes Mission now up through center. Poke check there by Stewart. Both teams 5 aside. Letty now in behind his goal. He reverses back the other way. Oh, Stipe took a trip there. And Olsen picks it out up on the right side. Tried to send it across ice. Now it gets there. Stipe gets spun around, and we're going to have a penalty there.
Hook, right?
The hook, hold, yeah, they're going to call it holding.
Holding, okay.
Stipe was he had to wait for the puck coming across the ice, picked it up, and then got spun around by the Mission player reaching out. So Bobcats get their first power play opportunity. Olsen picks it up. The high slot area. Can't get his stick on it. Mission captain there clears the puck to the corner. 55, he's a big lad. Tries to clear it out. Kept in by Letty. Olsen picked it up. Dropped it to Wong. Wong back over to Olsen. He turns back. Sends it across to Letty at the far point. Letty, good job to keep that in. Sends it into the corner. Got past Wong, and Mission picks it up. Fires it around and out. And that's going to go all the way down, and that'll puck rolling, and that'll be icing.
So did we get confirmation that they will be changing the travel rules for next year on?
So far, it's just rumors I've heard. I haven't seen anything official, but I am hoping it's true.
That does seem to keep the game moving.
Absolutely. Yeah, the delayed offsides really hold things up, or not having them.
Yeah.
Slows things down. Mission clears it down to the Bobcat zone. Bernard picks it up there inside his own line, goes cross ice to Wahlberg. Wahlberg now up over center, up over the Mission line, cuts into the middle. Fires a shot, steered to the side. Gardner has it, sends it back to Bernard. Bernard walks across, low shot and blocker save.
Wow.
Going to the right side. Good job by the Mission goaltender to get an eye on that one. It was just the right height. Good shot. Here comes Gardner now, and on the right side, backhander steered out. Oh, and Luma had a glorious chance, but a beautiful save by the Mission goaltender. That's Riley Bernheimer in goal, number 29. Oh, that's off the pipe and into the netting above the glass.
Did it fall back down? Did it settle? Did it settle out?
Yeah. Face-off will be to the right of Bernheimer. Bernard does a good job keeping that in, sends it around behind the goal. Loom in on the forecheck. Puck comes around to Gardner. Back to Bernard at the point. Back into Gardner, top of the circle, fires it in. Blocker save, and Luma and Stipe were both there looking for a rebound, but nothing was coming. And Bernheimer covered that one up. Back to Bernard again. Back over to Gardner. He fires a shot. That goes off a leg. Hits the glass high. And Mission clears the zone. Bernard chases it down. 2 seconds remaining. And both teams are at full strength. Here comes Bernard through the middle. He loses it there. Mission now tries good keep there by Bernard. Tips it in. Dumps it into the zone. Luma going in after it. 3-5 coming up with it for Mission. Tried to clear it and hops over Bernard's stick as he chases it back to his own blue line. Cross ice to Smith. Smith over to Stipe. Stipe steps across the line. Cuts into the middle. He's got Gardner with him. Fires it in. That goes wide. And Mission number 55 now. He's got a teammate up on the left side just over the blue line, and they dump it out. And Smith has it there. Smith into Stipe. He gets checked. Smith now with it for Mission. Fires it in. And here comes Smith. Up to Gardner. Gardner up over the line. It's taken into the boards there. A little hold there on the stick, and I believe Gardner is going to get the call here. Gardner holding the stick. Not his own. So that'll put Mission on the power play again. Their second opportunity with just under 5 minutes remaining. They'll be on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Face off to the right of Hubler. Dannon wins it back. Dawson sends it around. Letty has it there. Mission now comes out on the right side of Hubler. Fires it in. Blocker save. Puck goes in behind the goal. Letty dumps it up along the boards. Bannon clears it out of the zone, and Mission's chasing it back into their own zone. Lawson now picks it up his side of center, fires it in, and that misses. He just needed to take another stride, and he'd have been over the red line. But it's going to come all the way back to the right of Hubler.
Kind of a strange face-off.
Yeah. It was kind of a draw, and then Bobcats moved in to pick it up. That was Oberle picking up the loose puck. Dawson sends it around. Letty's going to pick it up there. He gets bodied into the boards. Mission keeps it in. And now it's dumped out. Bannon on the forecheck. Coming up there left side now. Up over the Bobcat line. Fire it in. Pad save Hubler. And he's going to hold on for a face-off there. And just under a minute remaining here in the penalty. And 3.5 in the period. No score. Bobcats in their away blue uniforms tonight. Mission in their whites, the red numbers. Puck goes back into the corner. Bernard picks it up there. Cuts through the middle. Now over to the far side, gets it over the line, and now him and Watts, 2-on-1. Bernard coming in. Oh, he gets a stick check there. Good play by the captain of the Mission team there. He fires it out of the zone. Puck comes back to Wong. Wong dumps it in, and they say
offside.
Watts was just a half stride offside. And we got about 30 seconds remaining in the power play formation. Face-off coming up at center ice. Wong will be in for the draw.
32 seconds left on that penalty.
Here comes Watts over the line. Puck's rolling on him. He dumps it back to Wong. Wong dumps it back in behind the goal. Bernard lost it in his feet, and Mission comes over the line. Puck picked up there by Jessen. Watts gets tangled up with the linesman. And 3 seconds remaining in the penalty. Mission now up over the Bobcat line. Checked there by Jessen. Both teams at full strength. And Bernard just out of Wahlberg's reach, and Luma as well. Middle of a face-off coming up in the Bobcats zone. Bobcats leading in shots, 10-2. No score. Face-off to the left of Hubler. Wong in for the draw. Mission wins it back to the right point. Goes into the far corner. Lindsay picks it up there, bumps his man, comes up the puck, and here Wong comes now, up over zone blue line, up through center, over the Mission line to the top of the circle. He gets stick checked there. Lindsay picks it up, dumps it into Luma. Luma into, Wong was just drooling over that one coming his way, and puck was intercepted by Mission. Bobcats fortunate to get away with a trip there, I think. And here comes Mission now back the other way. 3-on-2. We got Smith and Lindsay back. Mission forced to the wide side. Right in front. And Lindsay picks up a loose puck. Clears it over to the boards. And gets it up over center now. Luma sends it up in the middle. That misfires. And here comes Mission now in the right side. Cutting into the circle. Right in front of Hubler. And Mission now has the back of their own left D, back into the corner and behind the goal. Bobcat line has been out there for a while. Smith picks it up in the corner, up to Wahlberg. Wahlberg up through center. And he mishandled it at the blue line, and Luma went in, anticipating the play, and we have an offside.
Well, that gave them an opportunity for a change,
much needed one, yes. They were gassed. Stewart wins the draw. Mission picks it up, though. Play scrambly at the blue line, and here comes Stewart now, up through center, over the Mission line. Mission clears it back to the point. Good keep by Letty. He keeps it in, lost his stick. Mission comes up with it, and it comes back to Dawson. Dawson off the boards to Stewart. Olsen cuts across, just missed his man. Letty moves up, and Dawson has it. Price gets it over the line. Mission fires it right back in. Letty going after it. 17 seconds remaining in the period. Olsen has it, sends it up through the middle. And Stipe couldn't reach that one. Puck goes back and behind Hubler. Puck goes off Stipe's skates, comes back to Letty. And he hits Olsen, but time expires here in period number 1. Bobcats leading in shots 10-4, but no score. We'll be back with the second period in just a moment. The goalie had an easier name to remember.
All right, we're back. That weird glitchy video at the end of that last period. Looks like we're back to normal.
All right. Bannon out there with Oberle on the right side, Gardner on the left. Wins it back. Nesson misses it. Well, Mission now has it into the Bobcat zone, dumps it in behind the goal. Bernard's going to pick it up there. Dumps it off the boards up to Oberle. Oberle sends it back through the middle. Bernard clears the zone with it. Mission player kicks Bernard's stick. Bannon dumps it into Oberle. And now Mission clears it. Bernard picks it up at center. Oberle lost his stick.
Did it pop out?
I don't know where it went. I'm looking for it on the ice. I don't see it.
Oh,
there it is down behind the goal.
Oh, iced it. Maybe.
That's
Offset? No. I have no idea. If it was ice, it'd be on the other side, not the.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Anyways,
so
broken stick for Oberle. Sorry to report. Mom and Dad's here, and ka-ching.
Yep, his parents are probably sitting at home watching. Going, no,
I know.
Season's almost over.
Well, we have a nice new one for the playoffs.
There you go.
Long comes in, drops it to Wahlberg. Fires it in, steered to the corner. And he scores! I believe Wahlberg got that. Puck came out, I believe, from the corner from Wong.
It came with very little fanfare. I almost missed it.
I know, right? That's why I was doubting, because it's way down at the other end.
I think
it's so dull in here.
Yeah, I think that was Wahlberg that got that. 64?
Yes, 64 from 24, I think. We'll know in a minute here.
Well, the Bobcats are up.
Bobcats are leading 1-0 on the board. Wahlberg with it now into Wong again. Wong tried to clear it out, and Mission intercepts.
Very pretty goal, too. That's one for his highlight reel.
Wahlberg picks it up just inside his own blue line. Back to Smith. He can't keep it in, and Lindsay has it now at center ice. He's got a couple of players on him. Chips it off the glass. It was Wahlberg. Wahlberg from Wong and Luma, the goal for the Bobcats. Wahlberg steps in, fires it in. That goes just wide. Stewart comes off the boards and just keeps it in. Puck bounces out, and Lindsay has it. Everybody clears. He dumps it back in. Goaltender steers it to the corner. Mission just chips it off tried to get it off the boards and out, but it came right back to him. Here he comes up through the middle now. And he circles back. There's too many Bobcats in the way. Bobcats leading 1-0 here in the second period. Mission fires it in. Hubler has it.
He didn't,
He didn't handle it cleanly, but he's got it.
he wasn't sure where it was at.
No.
I think.
Made the initial save, and then it got kind of caught up in his equipment a little. Face-off coming up to the left of Hubler. Scramble off the draw. Mission comes in, fires it just wide. Puck in behind the goal. Stewart in there to help, and Stipe picks it up on the left side. He's got Olsen breaking on the right side. Stipe over center, up over the blue line. Cuts into the middle, fires it in. That misses the net. And Mission now picks it up, and they just fire it down the ice. That's not going to quite make it. Dawson picks it up there just in front of Hubler. Sends it over to Olsen. Olsen ducks around in his own zone, cutting up through center now. Up over the blue line, and he gets checked there by a couple of Mission players, and they dump it down to Letty. Letty over to Dawson. Dawson stick handles around his man, up over the blue line. Olsen picks it up on the right side, goes into the corner. In behind the goal, he's got Stewart in front. Sends it around to Stipe, comes back to Jessen. Jessen can't keep it in, and here comes Mission now. 2-on-1. Dawson's streaking back, and he intercepts that. Good D by Dawson there.
Yeah.
Good two guys coming in on him, and then he's just zoomed right by them. Here comes Olsen now, and on the left side. Chased into the corner. He's got Dawson back at the point. Dawson steps in. He's got a man coming in to check him. He's forced back. Dumps it into Olsen in the corner. Got Stipe at the top of the circle. And Olsen's bodied into the boards there. And I think we're going to have a whistle here.
Somebody's
Puck comes
down.
loose. Yep. Pad save, and Mission now picks it up behind their own goal and dumps it down the ice. And that's going to be right on Hubler. He steers that to the right, and Dawson picks it up there. Mission comes up with the puck. Back to their left D. Low shot in, just goes wide. Comes out the other side. Oberle with it. Oberle's got Stipe around he picks it up on the far boards. Stipe's got Stewart coming up in the middle. Stipe over center now. Up over the blue line. Cuts in on his backhand. Intercepted by Mission. Puck still in though. Good keep by Stewart. Back into Stipe in the corner. He gets bodied into the corner. Stipe clears it right across the goal crease, and Mission's going to pick it up there, and they can't clear it. Bannon keeps it into Stipe. Stipe just at the top of the circle. Good keep there by Bernard. Bernard steps in, backhands it over to Bannon. He gets poke checked. Mission dumps it out down into the Bobcat zone, and Bernard's back after it in his own zone. Bernard over to Oberle on the right side. Oberle loses it there to the Mission player, and Mission now. They've got a person way down to the Bobcat blue line. Bernard gets back for it. Gets there first. Puck behind the goal. He cuts through the middle. Oberle into Bannon. Bannon gets poke checked. And Mission comes up with the puck. Good speed by Smitty now coming in the right side. Checked by Bernard. Dumps it off the boards. Watts tried to clear it. Puck is still loose. Play scrambly though. Oberle picks it up inside his own blue line. Sends it across to Watts. He lost it in his feet, and here comes Mission back the other way. Goes across ice. Good check by Oberle. Sends it off the boards and out to center ice area. Watts on the forecheck. Mission loses an edge. Watts keeps it in, forces him deep. Mission now coming out their right side. Get it up through center ice area. Bernard recovers that loose puck. And gets it up to Luma. Luma up over center. On his backhand. Circles back to the point. It's Gardner in the middle. Gardner backhander right on. Puck goes out to the circle. Out to the right side. And now Mission coming down through center. Fires it into the corner. Lindsay's going to pick that up. He goes behind the goal. He's got Luma up on his right side. Puck went off his stick. Mission brought it in just offside. And we'll have a face-off outside the Bobcat blue line with 7.5 minutes remaining here in period 2. Bobcats with the 1-0 lead. Wong in for the draw out there with Luma on the right, Gardner on the left. Lindsay has it. Chips it off the boards to Gardner on the left side. Up over center. Dumps it into the middle. Goaltender comes out. Puck is loose. Scrambly, blocked by Mission player.
They
Gardner,
got lucky.
They did, yep. Puck came loose after the goaltender came out, and he went down. Smith pumps it into the corner. And Mission just fires it down the ice, and that is going to go for icing. Or is it? Just barely. They wave it off. They wave it off. Too much snow on the ice. Mission now with the back of their own blue line, regrouping. Luma picks it up at center. Mission got a hold of it, dumps it into the right of Hubler. Lindsay picks it up there. Fires it up the middle, and that's going to go for icing, I think, if that makes it. It's kind of just like the last one.
Yeah.
Just like the last one. Didn't quite have enough juice on it.
I think the only way it'll ice is if it rolls.
Yeah. Bobcats out shooting Mission 16-6, but just the 1-goal lead. Both teams have had a couple of power plays. No power play goals, though.
Mission's always an interesting team to play because of their short bench.
Right.
So if we look, I mean, there's 6?
Well, yeah, so there's really 6 players. One is wearing the jersey, but not the equipment. Must have an injury over there. Dawson fires it in. I believe that hit a post.
Yeah.
Wahlberg has it in the corner, dumps it back to Dawson, fires it in. There's a lot of traffic there. And Mission clears it down the ice, and Letty goes after it. He buttonholes back, comes up the left side. He's got some room. Carries it up through center, over the blue line, dumps it in. Letty keeps it in, notches man down. Mission clears it, and this will go. This has enough. It's rolling.
There we go. Watch that collision from earlier.
Face off coming up to the right of the Mission goal.
Well, the refs are letting them play. It's a little physical, not terrible.
Yep, not bad at all. I recall last game there was a lot of kind of knee-on-knee plays.
Yeah.
Which were a little dangerous. Haven't seen that here tonight. Mission sends it into the left of Hubler. Bernard there with it. Stike pops it high into the air. Mission picks it up, rolls it back into the zone. Jessen with it. He's got Oberle on the right side. Went through him and all the way down. And that's going to be icing. Just under 5 minutes remaining here, second period. Bobcats holding on to that 1-0 lead.
Talking about how it's hard to ice the puck, and they've done it twice on us now.
I don't know about that one. The one before was rolling, as you said.
Yeah.
Oberle picks up the puck. Dodges a couple of players at his own blue line. Backhands it up to Stipe over the Mission line. He gets checked there. Mission comes back the other way now. They just gained the red line and fired it in, but that went into over the glass. And we'll have a face-off outside, at least outside the blue line.
Maybe center?
I think they're going to move it to center. as it was fired out by a Mission player.
Oh, gotcha.
Wong comes in for the draw. Luma on the left, Wahlberg on the right. Wahlberg chases it down, dumps it into the zone. Puck goes to the right of the goal. Comes to Bernard, fires a low shot in. That just misses. Wahlberg picks it up just inside the blue line.
Great power on that shot.
Wong got tripped in front. Well, the Bobcats went down and awkwardly in the corner. Stipe, I think. Face-off will be to the left of the Mission goal. That was Luma that went down. He's still out there with Wong and Wahlberg. Mission sends it around right side of their goal. They let it go out to the blue line and out. Lindsay has it there. Puck comes into the middle ice area. Mission now has it at center. Dump it into the zone. Smith picks it up there. Circles back behind his goal. Reverses it. Wong helps out. Luma picks it up there. Just couldn't hit Wong with it. Puck goes just past the crease into the corner. Smith bodies his man in there heavily.
A big hit.
Yes, that was a big loud hit. Comes back to the point. Wong clears it out. And Mission chases it back to their own blue line. Just under 3 minutes remaining, second period. Mission clears it out to center ice. Smith picks it up. Fires it into the Mission zone. Luma in after it. Right in front of the Mission goal. Mission loses it there. Luma fires it into the corner. Mission trying to clear their zone undue. Puck coming down into the Bobcats zone. No ice here. Lindsay takes his man in. Luma picks it up. Sends it over. Dawson picks it up on the boards. This line's been out for a long time, too. They got to get off the ice.
Yeah, you can tell they're starting to get gas.
Yeah, they got to get off way quicker. Long takes a beating in front of the goal. Comes back to Dawson. Manages to keep it in. Moves to the circle.
That off the post.
I think it was. Dawson's got it again. He's got Wong in front. Wahlberg in behind. Back to Wahlberg. He tried to go short side. Wong takes a shot, and he puts it in. So this one will be Wong from Wahlberg. The other one was the other way in reverse. And the Bobcats are leading 2-0.
That was kind of a weird hop, bounce, and then through the 5-hole.
Wahlberg from behind the goal out to Wong, who poked it in. Stewart out for the draw with Oberle and Stipe. Got Dawson and Letty back on D. Mission picks up the puck. Fans on the pass. Stewart tried to hit Oberle with it. Dawson back to Letty. Over to Dawson. Chipped it up off the boards to Oberle. Back to Dawson. Cleared now over the line. Letty now picks it up in behind his goal. Dumps it over to Stewart. Stewart hits Olsen up on the left side. Puck goes off his stick. Mission clears it up over the line, and Oberle moves it in as Olsen was able to get onside. Now Mission picks it up inside their own line. Coming up the right side. Letty intercepts that, sends it back the other way. Letty still has it. Congrats to Letty, by the way, on the high school championship.
Yeah, that's right.
With the Pinnacle team.
Yeah, Pinnacle walked away with 3 out of 4 of the trophies.
Yes, good job. And they were in the fourth one as well.
Yeah, they played all 4. They lost JV in overtime. So they almost had all 4 trophies this year.
Letty off Olsen's stick. Mission gets a hold of it. They just fire it down as they've had enough. And that's the end of period 2. Bobcats gaining a goal in that period and are leading 2-0. We'll be back with the third period in just a moment.
All right, we're back for the third. So we got a question. Troy Bundy from Lincoln, Nebraska, is asking if 15 and 21 are twins on Mission, and are they female? I know Mission does have female.
So what are the numbers?
15 and 21.
So 15 is Tiana Irani, and 21 is Talia Ratcher. So different last names, at least on the roster. If that helps. No names on the jerseys, of course.
Yeah.
Bannon in on the forecheck. He's got the puck up along the boards. He dumps it back into the corner. Watts chases it in there. Comes back to Jessen. He fires a low shot in. That hits a stake. Watts fired it wide. Bannon tried to hit it at Gardner. Fanned on the shot. Gardner tried to clear it up the middle, but Mission now comes up with it up the right side. They dump it off the boards and out, and Bernard is going to pick it up there. Watts chips it in the middle. Gardner now tried to get over his own blue line, just chips it out. Play kind of scrambly along the boards. Bernard now has it in behind the goal. Comes out his right side, up over the blue line. He loses an edge in the corner. Watts keeps it in, chips it in behind the goal. Mission now has it. 5 clears it, but not out. Good keep there by Menard. Fires a shot in. That just misses. Puck goes on the right side. Watts picks it up there. Sends it into the middle, and Mission clears it down the zone. Lindsay chases it back into his own side with Bernard. Bernard hits Gardner. Mission clears it back in. Lindsay chases after it in his own zone. He reverses back. And here comes Gardner now up the line to Wong, and Wong is just offside.
Just barely offsides.
Both of them had good speed coming down. Gardner just been out for a long. He was finishing a shift. Wong had just stepped on the ice, so he was a little fresher. Just got in a little ahead of him. Bobcats with the 2-0 lead. Smith with it back in his own zone. Hits Wong at center. Wong comes in the right side. Cuts along the boards. He's got Wahlberg in front. Dodges a check there. Luma picks it up. Luma tries to hit Wong in the middle. Wong picked it up there. Referee gets in the way. Wong still has it. Wraparound attempt. And that's cleared by Mission all the way down. And that will go for icing. Wong tried. He was running into a lot of traffic. Tried just a wraparound shot there and almost succeeded. But it deflected all the way down the ice. And we have a icing call and face-off coming up to the right of the Mission goal. To the right of Bernheimer. Wahlberg takes the draw. Luma picks it up off the face-off. Tried to hit Wahlberg with it. That missed. And Mission now has it. Wahlberg intercepts at center. Sends it across ice to Lindsay. Up to Luma. He backhands it into the Mission zone. Long in after it. Puck goes into the corner. Wahlberg to the left of the goal. Wahlberg sends it back to Lindsay at the point. Fires a low shot in. That's deflected just wide. Loom in behind. Tips it in front. Bounces in behind the goal now. Long sends it around the other side. Wahlberg gets there. Off the boards to Wong. Wong's got both Loom and Wahlberg in front. Luma there. Oh, good save by Bernheimer. He was all stretched out on that one. And here comes Mission now up over the blue line. Lindsay back. Good poke check there by Lindsay. Luma comes back in his own zone. And he picks up some speed now coming up the right side. He dumps it in and then heads off for a change. Wahlberg is still out there. Comes back to Lindsay. He's wide open. Steps in. Fires a shot in. Saved by Bernheimer. He's got... Oh, it's just loose. It's right behind him. Just in his feet. And... that one almost became number 3, but didn't. When Bernheimer made the save, and then he just lost where it went, and it trickled through between. He was down.
Sitting in his pads or something.
Yeah, it was kind of just sitting in between his feet. Face off to his right. Stewart in for the draw. Oberle back to the point. Mission now. They fire around behind their own goal. It's going to come to Oberle. Leaves it for Letty. Letty fires it across to Olsen. Olsen tried to backhand it to Stewart. Puck goes to Oberle. Olsen has it. Tips it off the boards to Letty. Letty walks it across. Fires a low shot in. That's tipped just wide. Olsen gets it in behind. Back to Letty. Letty keeps it in. Oh, now he loses it outside, and Mission now 2-on-2. Coming in over the blue line, fires a shot in, and Letty picks it up off of Hubler. Puck fired in from the left D, goes into the corner. Puck in behind now. Mission still has it. Stewart now picks it up behind his own goal. Over to Olsen on the right side. Olsen back into Dawson in the middle. Dawson now up over the line. Goes wide. Tried to hit Olsen in the slot. That was intercepted by Mission, and they send it out of the zone. And now they're coming in 2-on-1 on Bernard, but they lose it just outside the blue line, and now they're regrouping back at center. And fires it into the corner to the right of Hubler. It now rolls around to the left side. Stewart there battling for the puck. And Oberle fires it across ice to Olsen. Olsen now coming up over the blue line. He's still got it. Nobody helping it. Everybody's changing. He's still got it. And Smitty now picks it up for Mission. He's checked by Bannon. Puck goes into the corner. Mission tries to clear it. Kept in by Bernard. And now it's cleared out. And Stipe picks it up there. And Mission has it now at center. And Mission dumps it into the zone. Jessen going after it for the Bobcats. Jessen in the corner now and behind Hubler. Fires it around. Past Stipe. Fired in from the right point by Mission. Goes into the corner. Bernard picks it up. Goes down. Bannon picks up the loose puck. Hits Watts up over the blue line. He gets held up a little bit. Watts chasing it into the right side. Yeah. Puck goes. He gets there first, though. Sends it around to Stipe. Stipe's got Bannon in the middle. He gets bumped on the boards. Bannon comes in, picks up the puck, tries to hit Watts with it. Mission tries to clear it. Kept in by Bernard. Over to Bannon in the middle. Fires it in. That's tipped wide. Bannon in the corner with two Mission players. Players battling along the boards there. Watts moves in to move a body. Player goes down. Somebody's going to get hurt if they don't blow this whistle.
Yeah. Watching the refs just kind of wait for something.
When bodies go down like that, players are going to get hurt.
Who is that that's still down?
That's Bannon. He's up now, but that's where bodies fall on knees and you get torn ligaments.
Yeah, we've already done that.
Been there.
We don't need that.
Puck is cleared. Bernard over to Luma. Luma circles back into his own zone. It's Jessen with it. Jessen. It's Wong. He gets stripped of the puck. Puck kept in by Wahlberg, though. Fires it in. Shoulder save. Wong in the corner. Luma in behind the goal. Now Mission 21 comes up through the middle over to 17. Mission regrouping. Now coming up their left side. Roll the puck in behind Hubler. Bernard chips it back. Wong picks it up there. He clears the zone. And Mission will regroup now back outside their own blue line. Bobcats forcing Mission deeper and deeper. Smith comes up with it over to Luma. Luma backhands it up to Wong. Wong cutting through the middle over the blue line. Fires it across, nobody there. Smith comes in, that's deflected. Puck is still on the blue line, not out, still inside. Now it's cleared, and Wahlberg bumps the man and picks up the puck. He's got it now. Luma stays on side. Wahlberg comes in, bumps it off the boards back to the point. Picked up by Lindsay. Lindsay moves in, cutting through traffic. Wahlberg fires it just wide. Christian clears it off the boards. And Stewart's able to keep that in. Dumps it into Smith. Dumps it in behind Bernheimer. Puck comes back to Smith. Fires it in. That's picked up by Mission. Mission up now, up over their own blue line. 5.5 minutes remaining, third period. Bobcats leading 2-0. Smith in behind. Puck pops out. Wahlberg tried to hit Luma with it. Mission's going to get there first. And they're taking it back in behind their own goal. He runs into traffic. Puck kept in the zone. Now they clear it. Mission has it. Coming in over the Bobcat line. Fires it in. It's Jessen. Tried to clear it. Now it's cleared out. And Mission regrouping just over their blue line up through center now. We got a few players on the right side, but can't get it over there. We have a penalty coming up, delayed penalty coming up to the Bobcats. Mission goaltender's out for the extra attacker. Fired in from the left point, and that is intercepted by Jessen. And I believe we have a hooking call here against the Bobcats.
See if I caught it on the replay. I think that, yep.
Mission's calling a timeout. They trail 2-0 with just 4.5 minutes remaining, and they will be on the power play. Olsen is off for hooking. So with Olsen off for hooking for 2 minutes, we got 4.5 minutes remaining here in the third. Bobcats leading 2-0. Mission on the power play. They have their goaltender in the net, so they're just on the one-man advantage here. Mission has it. Coming in around behind the goal, coming out the right side in the corner. They've got an open man at the left D. He fires it across to the right side. 17 sends it around behind the goal. Minute and a half remaining on the penalty. Here come Mission now pulling their goaltender for the extra attacker. So they will have 6-on-4. Shot in, Hubler the save. Dawson picks up the puck, dumps it into the corner, goes around behind. Good poke check by Oberle to dump the puck out. Bannon now up on the forecheck. Minute 12 remaining in the penalty. Got Bannon and Oberle up front. Mission can't gain the blue line. Bannon stops it there along the boards. Mission with it at center. They've got two-man advantage. Up over the line now. Fires a low shot in. That goes into the corner. 49 seconds remaining in the penalty. Mission dumps it into the corner. Got him back to their right D. Sends it across ice. Fires a shot in, and Hubler makes the save. So with 34 seconds remaining in the power play for Mission, they have 6-on-4 right now with the empty net. 3 minutes remaining in the period. Oberle and Bannon hop off, and a couple of replacements in, Stewart and Luma. Puck comes into Hubler, and he holds on, and we'll do that all over again. That took a few seconds off the clock. Face off to the right of Hubler. Stewart in for the draw. Puck comes loose. Puck goes into the corner. Smith grabs a hold of it there. He goes down heavily in the corner. He gets up now. Puck on to behind the goal to the left of Hubler. 11 seconds remaining in the penalty. Bobcats come up with the puck and they dump it down the ice. That's going to miss the goal. And with 2 seconds remaining in the penalty, well, the face-off coming back on the Bobcat zone to the left of Hubler. 2.5 minutes remaining in the period. Mission with the empty net. Still with us, Jason?
Oh, I think he's still watching. We've still got 21 people watching.
There we
No,
go.
I just ran the replay of that Brody hit against the board since he was slow to get up.
Yeah, he was a little slow. I was a little concerned there.
I thought, no, nope.
Okay, Bobcats at full strength, but Mission with the extra attacker with the empty net. Bernard takes his man into the boards, sends it around the open side. Luma dumps it down. Gardner tries to pick it up. He's bumped off the puck. Puck rolls past the goal. Smitty with it now with 2 minutes remaining. He circles back. Sends it up on the left side. Intercepted by Smith. Ice up over the blue line now. Got some speed. Gets knocked off the puck. Mission with the empty net in their own zone. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the period. Puck clears the zone. Gardner's in offside. Yeah, he put it in, but Stewart was offside. So we'll have a face-off outside the blue line, and that'll bring the Mission goaltender back into the goal, at least temporarily.
Less than 2 minutes.
Mission now keeping the goaltender in so far. Nobody's looking even this way at the bench.
Yeah, Jason did chime in. He's still there.
I knew he would be.
Yeah.
Mission now in their own zone, up off the boards. Not past center, though. Is that offside?
Yeah, it was offside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because he shot it from this side of center. Oh, they're taking it all the way down.
All right.
I was sure he was on this side of center when he fired that.
I don't know.
Minute 15 remaining is what we know. Bobcats with the 2-0 lead. Mission now with the empty net for the extra attacker, so 6-on-5. Dawson can't clear it. Mission going back into their own zone. Gardner kicks it free. He fires it, hits a stick, goes to the side. Puck kept in now. Mission has it. Up over the blue line. Dawson intercepts there, and we're under a minute now. Dawson in the corner with it. He still got it, just going in circles back there. Now he sends it across to Lindsay.
Well, killed 10 seconds.
Yep.
Going circles.
Mission centers it right in front.
And they're in.
And they scored! With 30 seconds exactly remaining on the clock, we have ourselves a 2-1 game. So I haven't wanted to say it all this time, but the previous two meetings between these two teams, Bobcats did not allow a goal.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Thinking it,
yeah. So 30 seconds remaining. Empty net still down at the Mission end. They have it now at their own blue line. Stay put there. Puck goes into the Mission zone. 55 now with the puck. Chips up along the boards. Smitty now with it. Up to 14. Up over center. Gets into the Bobcat zone. Jessen chips it out to center ice. 10 seconds remaining. And we'll have a face-off with 5 seconds remaining. The clock's still running, but it should be around 5 or 6 seconds.
No, what happened? What did I miss? Was there a penalty?
Now I forgot. You got me. I was looking at the clock, trying to figure it. I was also looking at Gilreath got the goal for Mission.
Okay, they did set the...
They did put some time back.
Yeah.
Face off at center.
They never put the goal on the board for Mission.
You're right, they didn't. But it was Jathan Gilreath got the goal from Simon and Smith. So Bobcats come out with a 2-1 win. And these teams will play one more time this season in the regular season before states. And thanks everyone for joining.
Yeah, thanks for joining. If you again, I'm gonna do that plug because I did pop over 800 subscribers. So like and subscribe.
Sweet.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for highlights.